Hi, today I want to start by thanking you for the nice messages that you sent to me last time after my last video. I really appreciate it because it was a hard video to make, and many times I feel so vulnerable doing this. As I said, this is really out of my comfort zone, and it's really good to get some feedback, people saying that it was helpful for them. So thank you. It helps me keep going. And today my theme is when life squeezes you, what comes out? Have you thought about that? When things get hard in life, what is coming out of you? Is it anger, frustration, impatience? Is it self-pity? Or maybe criticism, harsh words, anxiety, revenge feelings? What's coming out? And if negative stuff is coming out, maybe we should think about what are you taking in. So I want you to think about yourself as a sponge. And during the day, all kinds of stuff that we are watching and listening to and reading, all that stuff is stuff that we're soaking in, right? We're feeding on. And then we walk around during our days with all this stuff inside of us. And then when somebody bumps into us, or when life squeezes us through hard, difficult circumstances, what is it that is coming out? That's the same stuff that you're taking in. And I have here some stuff to help illustrate, right? So look at this dirty water here, and imagine that this is all the negative stuff that you're taking in during your days and your weeks, and you don't really think about it. So if you look around, what is it that we are getting into us, feeding our minds with? Isn't it a lot of concerns with our bodies and appearance, and a lot of gossiping, people cheating on each other, trying to take advantage? You have violence and lust, or corruption, or news that are very shallow or shocking, tragic. All of this stuff, all the stress, we're all taking these things in. And then we walk around with all this stuff in. And then when things get hard, when somebody does something to us that we don't like, this stuff comes back out, right? It's just the principle. It says, Jesus says, your mouth talks about what your heart is full of. And what are we talking about? What are our hearts full of? And for example, I come from Brazil, and in Brazil, people love soap operas. People sit there and watch soap operas for hours. And these soap operas are full of people cheating on each other, and all of this stuff that I said, right? Stress and violence and dishonesty and all kinds of stuff. And then it's no wonder that people in Brazil are so dramatic about things. We're taking in all this drama from these soap operas, and then of course people are like, wow, why did you say that to me? Da, da, da. And gossiping, and it's all about what you're taking in. And the problem is not just that we're taking in this stuff, but also that we're spilling this stuff around on people around us. So what are you spilling around? And the things that will make you grow, thrive, and help others, that kind of thing doesn't come in naturally. Because if you look around, good news don't sell. Not caring about how you look doesn't sell products. Things that help you love each other, love others as yourself, forgive, things that will build you up, make you grow, that kind of stuff is not that readily available out there. So my point today is, if you want good stuff, the clean water into your life, then you need to be intentional about it. You need to look for it. You need to make space for it in your life. You need to make space for it in your calendar so that you're soaking in some good stuff. You are feeding your mind with stuff that are good for you, good for your family and people around you. And if you saw my video called The Power of a Habit, I talked about a habit that I started around a year and a half ago. And I started waking up earlier to soak into some good stuff. So I wake up early to seek God, to pray for people, to read the Bible, to read other books, and books that build me up and make me grow as a person and inspire me to help others. But of course, we live in the world, right? So the negative stuff are always going to be there. And I'm not saying that you should lock yourself away from everything that is bad and all the bad news. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that you have a choice. You have a choice. How much time are you going to spend feeding your mind with this stuff, and how much you're going to spend how much time you're going to spend feeding your mind with the good stuff? That is up to you. So don't go around thinking, oh, this world is horrible. Oh, poor me. What am I going to do? There's nothing I can do. That's life. No, there is something we can do. For example, when I go out and I drive, I'm always listening to audiobooks, or when I clean the house, I'm trying to listen to stuff that will be good for me and feed my mind with good stuff. And Jesus says in John 7:38, anyone who believes in me may come and drink, for the scriptures declare rivers of living water will flow from his heart. What is flowing from your heart? Jesus says that he wants clean water to flow from our hearts. And he is our daily bread. He wants us to come and drink. And you might say, yeah, but I know a bunch of Christians who say they believe in God and then just bad stuff is coming out. Yes, that happens when we don't come and drink, when we just believe but we don't feed our minds with the good stuff that he has for us. And he wants us to spill around and come here and make a difference and spill around some joy where there is just anger. When you have a negative friend, a gossiping friend, and then you can say some good stuff about other people. And for example, be gentle and show some self-control. And instead of fighting, you can show some peace. And you can spill around some good stuff, some love and joy and hope and wisdom, respect. Isn't that the kind of thing we want people to spill on us? So then maybe we should be feeding on the good stuff to spill the good stuff around. So my challenge for you today is to think about these 3 questions. What kinds of things are coming out of you? What kinds of things are you soaking in? What is your daily bread? What are you feeding your mind with and your heart? And what can you intentionally bring into your life that will help you grow, thrive, and inspire you to help other people? So I hope you have a nice week. Bye-bye.